I only get a certain amount of hours without being in excruciating pain. But whenever I'm not in pain, I'm either holding this little one or doing some sort of art. And that is my absolute happy place. My name's Chris Tammer, just turned 68. I've got terminal cancer, breast primary, metastatic, and I have been terminally ill for the last 6 years. One of my friends, who is a palliative care nurse, recommended I call Melbourne City Mission Palliative Care. And I said, but they're telling me that once I go on to the trial drug, I'll be fine. And he said, I don't care. Call City Mission. You don't know what you need until you call them. And if you're not right for the program, they'll tell you. So just call them. And I did. 7 months ago or 8 months ago, I actually thought the lights were going out because I was so sick. I'd come off my previous medication and it had kept me going for 5.5 years. But it stopped working. Of course, it had to. That night that I totally could not stop crying and freaked out, my pain was such that I had taken every painkiller I could take and more on top of that. That's when I thought about Melbourne City Mission. I got phone calls from Melbourne City Mission saying a nurse would be out. Would I like to talk to a counsellor? Did I need massage? Did I need this? Did I need that? And I was like, whoa. And on top of that, there's a phone number you can call in the middle of the night. There's a nurse on call all the time and they will talk you through what you need to do. If you need an ambulance, they will get you one. If you need a family member, they'll ring them. Knowing that I have Melbourne City Mission, it's taken a weight off my shoulders. My sister, who can't be with me at the moment, lives in Tasmania, and she was here for one of the nurses' visits, and she was so thankful that I have Melbourne City Mission. And every time she rings me now, she says, have you told the nurses at Melbourne City Mission this or whatever? Such a relief for her that I have them. I'm so very thankful. So very grateful. Melbourne City Mission give me a lot of support in the way I want them to. It fits into my lifestyle and I can do my artwork and be left alone. I can go for holidays with my daughter and fit things around my holidays. Sometimes I'm not well enough or I can't be bothered having yet another person visit me at home. And the other thing about Melbourne City Mission is that they offer telehealth, which for me is just so helpful because it might be that they can only do my visit early in the morning and I don't like early mornings. But if I do it by telehealth, I can still be in bed. And it's just a wonderful service that they offer. With my mum and dad's passing, I think for both of them, their dying process took way too long. They suffered. And we didn't have palliative services in place for my mum. It was just regular aged care nurses who were nursing her to her death. I don't want my daughter to see something like that with me. So in that case, if I'm going to be in a lot of pain but I'm still able to, I will be calling in the voluntary assisted dying process and just have it there. I may not use it, but I'll have it there and I'm going to make sure of that. Melbourne City Mission will be able to help me walk that journey. They will have a real understanding of what my needs will be at that time, and I'm sure they'll take into account all the things that I've told them that I need, so I don't really have to worry. If you're afraid of calling Melbourne City Mission Palliative Care, it could be that you feel afraid of the dying process, or you may think you know everything about what's to come in your journey. But Melbourne City Mission and all their services, they know more. They know much more than I thought I knew. When I'm going to be dying, I will most likely not have to be afraid. I just know I'm in really good hands.